Did you put it up already?
It's we live, baby. We live.
Okay.
Let's go.
And
We run the city, we run the town.
What's goody, y'all? It's your man King Dopest with
your girl Melanin. What up? What up? We back
What's
at it today.
We back.
We
It's a
back.
big day. It's a
It
big day.
is such a big day. A big day in America.
Facts. Make sure you guys coming in. I see the views going up. Make sure you guys please subscribe on YouTube. YouTube
Yes.
is where it's at. We are building. We almost at 10,000 subscribers. What's up? What's up, Chucky? I see you in the building. What's up? Well, everybody knows what today is. It is Inauguration Day. A lot of us quite honestly been waiting on. Let me see. Did you watch the proceedings this morning?
I did. I started early morning. So I saw the cathedral service. You know, President Biden is Catholic. So they went to a cathedral service this morning. And then from there, they went to the Capitol where they were, the major proceedings took place. So yeah, it started about 11 this morning. I did.
So you're actually out there in the area. Thank you, Cletus, for the thumbs up. I appreciate that, brother. You out there in the area.
Mm-hmm.
So you get all the local. I mean, what's it like out there? Is it excitement, or just because everybody's on lockdown?
There has been excitement since all of the tragedies have unfolded. I mean, about 2 weeks now, it's been crazy. They called in the National Guard, they called the Army, they called in every armed forces, they called in police officers from other states to come in over the past 2 weeks. It's been heavy security, heavy police, heavy military presence, definitely, to say the least.
Well, I didn't really want to do the whole show about like the actual inauguration. I was just scrolling on Facebook, and this what made me come up with the idea of America's new optimism. Do you believe? And if so, because I've been watching the Chucks and Pearls movement, I see all my sisters out there with their Chuck Taylors and the pearls, you know. Shout out to Kamala Harris.
Shout outs to her.
Yeah. I mean, watching the inauguration, I mean, it was, to me, I enjoy it. I saw a post today on Facebook from a good friend of mine, and she was basically, and I've heard this stance quite a few times now, about, everybody's so excited and cheering for Biden and Harris. Do we really, are really that naive? You know what I'm saying? To believe that like things are going to change. This is the tone of some of the posts that I've seen on Facebook and other social media.
Absolutely.
And real quickly, my stance on that is when I was a kid, I was talking about this earlier. When I was a kid, the first president I can remember was Jimmy Carter, right? I didn't know nothing about politics. Hey, Crazy Fingers, what's good? I didn't know nothing about politics, but I did know that he held the highest power, in the world, and pretty much, definitely in our country.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know politics at that time. So I mean, but I liked him as a president. I thought he was kind of funny. Then after he was done, I seen the peanut butter and the peanut commercials. Like, thought he was a comical. Then I knew Ronald Reagan. I didn't know much about Ronald Reagan. I'm learning more as I'm getting older, and I've gotten older about, a lot of this shit was crooked. Like, a lot of it was crooked. They did a lot of, the Sandinistas and the Contras and cocaine and crack and the say no to drugs and the inordinate amount of time they gave to primarily African Americans. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know politics. I was still too young to know politics. The reason why I feel, especially like I did for Obama, that like it's good for this change. It's not completely about the politics. It's a lot to do with the optics. Because your kids are gonna understand the structures of government and who our leaders are. And it's really about how you conduct yourself. I think that's where the optimism lies. I don't think none of us really believe that Biden and Harris can change everything. But with the way that the House and Senate and all that kind of stuff is structured, they have a chance to push their agenda. We won't know until we see it. I don't want to piss in their cornflakes before breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to give them a chance. Let me see. Crazy Fingers said, I wish JFK had a chance. All right, I said my piece. Let me. What do you think?
So I think it's mixed emotions for me. We all know that, the oncoming of a new president never fixes every single problem. Yes, they have agendas. Yes, they have things that they want to change or reform or, to make America great or, but it's not the answer to everything. Everyone has to do their part, like you said. And what we do now writes the narrative for the future and our kids and our grandkids and the ones come after us. So we're living in a world of what happened prior to us, what our pillars and ancestors went through so that we could be where we are today. But going forward, we also have to write our own narrative for the ones coming after us. And I think that begins with, like you said, what we do, how we carry ourselves and how we help each other. It's not up to a new president or someone saying that they're going to come in and save the day. No, we have to do that. And I think when you do that, you give one person too much power. We have our own power.
Right. So, but I mean, there is reason to be optimistic in some sense, though, right?
There's room to be optimistic, but no, I wouldn't say put it solely on what's going on now or a new president or who's gonna. No, we all have to do our part, but there is room for optimism.
Right. Here's my thing, and it's another thing, and it's a lot of people that some of who didn't vote at all, right? Then you have others, and y'all know I got a problem with this. You got others that still talking about Trump. Like, that part is over. unless we talking about his impeachment and his trial coming up, that's over with. Like, I don't even want to hear no more about that. We still ain't talking about Hillary, are we? Like, Hillary ain't the main topic of discussion. She took a L. She took that L. My big thing is like, damn, y'all took a L. You know what I mean? I can't get around that simple part. Like, y'all took a L. Now you got motherfuckers. Oh, good luck with that. Look, this is shit that I hear. Y'all got what y'all wanted now. Good luck with that. That's what
Oh man.
Good luck with that. We're gonna see how Biden do, and it's just the whole tone, and it's like y'all really some poor sports, man. And motherfuckers just stepped into the, today we still have a whole lot of procedural things going on, him signing papers. I think as we speaking right now, he's getting gifts from members of Congress and all the
fluff, the BS.
traditions. They going through all the traditions right now. But yeah, I don't have people say this. Somebody say, well, I voted for Trump. Do you have a problem with me? I'm not like most people. That was your right.
Yeah.
That was your right. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about the Constitution and laws and we need to fight for equal this and this, that, and the other. When people had a right to fucking vote for who they wanted to vote for. I'm not against that. Mm-hmm. This is what I'm against. Right here. It's all that shit is over. The 72 million or whatever Americans that voted for Donald J. Trump. Okay, fine. That was your right. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta move on to me back to at damn near ground zero with building up the communities. Like, it's not gonna change unless we change it. We glorifying, it's a whole lot that goes into this. My new optimism would be if we stop killing people that look like us. We have a stronger leg to stand on in our arguments if we could cut back and hopefully eventually, God willing, stop killing people that look like us. That's my new optimism. That's where my new optimism would be. It's not in the president. It's not in the vice president. The optics are good, though. For my daughter to see somebody that's African American as the vice president, for my son to have saw Obama be president, it was good for the optics just to know. Just to know. Because we've always complained for years of how negatively we are portrayed in the media. Well, that was prior to oh, she back? That was prior to us having Obamas and the Denzels and the, like, we have people to actually like look up to. I think those optics are always great instead of just always the Kobe's. The rest in peace to my man Kobe. Kobe would have been at that inauguration. I saw Alex Rodriguez there. I don't know if that's because what's this girl name? J-Lo was singing.
J-Lo, she was there, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it was about that, but I seen A-Rod there. I was like, man, Kobe would have been up at that thing, man. He would have had a voice through all of this. You know what I mean? Like, for real. I would. His voice would have really meant something during these times.
Absolutely.
I think about all of that shit. Like, man, today was big. I woke up. I ain't gonna lie. Rolled me one up. I took my time doing everything today. Getting out of bed, It was a new day. Nigga, get your shit and get out. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't mean to say it like that, but you know what I'm saying? Get your shit and get out. Let me put this put this comment up.
Well, no, I think it was at like 9:00 this morning. He was in a helicopter on his way to Florida. So that was the first thing that they streamed. They streamed him walking out of the White House and getting in a helicopter being flown to Florida. So I hope he enjoyed it.
You know what? If anything, people thought it was entertaining until it wasn't. I'm gonna keep it real. Most people liked hearing him speak. Like if he wasn't the president and in charge of so much national security and policy and shit like that, yeah, I might think it was funny if that shit was on Saturday Night Live or something. You know what I'm saying? He said, couldn't you imagine if we could have gone through this with Prince still here? Man.
Oh man. I love Prince.
We lost in this last, 10 years or so, man. We lost some. We lost some big. This 2020 though, 2020, it wasn't no punk. It took out a lot of great individuals, and shit, people still dying from COVID. That's why we having a lot of these conversations now. That hasn't changed. I don't have any new optimism for that right now until the numbers go down. So I got to see something. Somebody getting sworn in and I voted for you. So now I got to see something. I used that special vote that I had on you. Could have voted for anybody. I could have penciled in myself. But that special vote I had was for you. I want to see something. And I do look forward to seeing somebody step up. I might not agree with like if we go on lockdown, how long it'll be, anything like that, but I just want to see something.
Well, we got 4 years to get it together.
As a sister, how does it feel? Even though they won the election a couple months ago, but like, how does it really feel? Like, because I see so much pride. Like, I'm looking on Facebook right now, and I see so much pride on Facebook. So many, like I said, chucks and pearls.
Yeah, I think it's amazing to see that history or the present has evolved to where it is now, so where you see a brown girl or someone who's went to a HBCU, and who looks like me, who looks like our daughter, who looks like our sons, who look just like us. And I think that gives them hope as far as the youth as to what they can look forward to, because so many are lost, confused, don't have the things that others may have, opportunity, communities. But that's where we do our part. We go in, we step in, we help them, we say, hey, you can do that. She looks just like you.
Right.
So I think it's amazing. And I have 2 boys of my own, and yes, I'm very, very, very protective of them. And I don't know a mother or a parent who's not, but it's just it's different raising Black boys in America.
Right.
And it's sad. It's come to that, but that's where we are. I'm a realist at the end of the day. I'm gonna protect mine at all costs. It doesn't matter what it is.
Somebody in our One Love family, she's a white woman, and she's taking care of, I think, 2 young Black kids, and somebody told her, I don't know if it's were you in there the other day?
Yeah.
When that happened?
I think it was me.
Oh yeah. And somebody No, it wasn't you. It was like the kid's stepmom or something like that, who is black, told her that
That was me.
she couldn't raise a black children.
Hmm.
And she said, King, what do you think? And I said, it don't matter if they getting love, but the only thing you have to understand is you're not going to be able to relate. You have to have, it's going to take a whole level of compassion, because you're not going to be able to relate to their struggle. Regardless of how you may think it may make you mad just like it make them mad, but they can't get out of their struggle. You know what I'm saying? Their struggle is going to be persistent. And I mean, until things change.
Yeah. I mean, I don't, and listen, if you can respect and understand where we have been as a people, I mean, whether you're white, black, purple, green, I don't care. As long as you respect where everybody come from and giving, like you said, giving that child love, unconditional love. It's so many children who don't have, homes, or they in
That's what I
the
said.
foster care system. Like, they would love that. You know what I mean? Like,
That's exactly what I
so
said. I
many
said,
that
well,
don't have it.
obviously, if you have to take care of them, somebody dropped the ball. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, if you in a position you gotta take care of these two young men, children, then obviously their parents, wasn't on their P's and Q's. So,
And
as
it's no
long as you
telling
giving
what
them
they've
love,
been through.
as long as
That's
you giving them love and have compassion, it does make a difference, though. I mean, it's in all honesty, and just realizing that and accepting that makes it a whole lot easier for somebody to. We want to adopt a mixed baby. It's kids out there that need good
everybody
love.
need love.
You and Queen Crazy Fingers, uh, y'all good people, so I'm sure they'll get that love they need.
Absolutely.
Um, what else about today? I was joking with Queen. Queen is really happy because you know, she texted me this morning. We have a new president. Like, she is really. What's up, Blues? What's good? Shout out to everybody, man. As y'all come in, I'll throw y'all names up on the screen. Uh, Queen Dopest is really, really happy. And I woke up this morning. Joy was already watching it. She had her coffee. My daughter was watching it. While she was eating her cereal and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, it's important. I mean, it's part of what we about. A lot of people want inclusion and stuff. Gotta participate.
Yeah.
Gotta participate. You want black, I Joy sent me this dude, I can't remember his name, but he said something while he was talking and just stuck out to me, and y'all probably have heard this. Is like the people that say, yeah, all lives matter, not just black lives matter. And he said something like, when black lives matter, that's when all lives matter. When our lives matter, that's when all lives matter. Because up until now, that's not a true statement. You know what I mean? All lives don't matter. That's why we having this dialogue. That's why because that's why I don't want to get lost in this pandemic. Right now, the pandemic is first and foremost. We got to get that under control. Having some type of agenda and plan, strategy for it. But I don't want to get lost. Everything, not just we went through last summer, last year, with the social injustice. Um, we got to continue that dialogue moving forward. Hey, Giggles, what's good? Shout out to everybody that's coming in. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up. Yeah, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe. Share this to your Facebook or somewhere. I want to hear what y'all think. What do you guys think in the chat about today's events? Is it America's new optimism? Do you believe in it? Are you excited for what they're saying is going to be a new America, new day in America? What do y'all think? Shout out some of my people in here. I got King's Only Kisses, my one love family in the building.
In
Melanin,
the
We got Texas, Arizona, Chicago. Cause this ain't for 30 days. This ain't a 30-day trial period. It's 4 years. We gonna, some of us, depending on how things go, we'll be looking back like, man, that motherfucker fooled us. I'm with you until they actually, let me put this up. So Crazy Finger says, I'm with you until they actually do what they say. It's all talk. Man, I really genuinely think that's the feeling of most people, even the people that voted for Biden. That I think that's the feeling of most people. But I think it's more excitement because this most Compton OG was good, family. I think it's a lot of excitement, pretty much based up. Hey, this most, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube, man. Dopest TV. Matter of fact, let me pin that up. I'm playing. I think a lot of excitement is because the other person lost. Michelle Ritchie. Okay, let me see, Michelle. Make sure y'all go to the YouTube. Why can't I post this? Oh, you know what I'm gonna do it on here.
I'm excited. He is gone. Yes.
That's my girl, Michelle Ritchie. What's good, family?
Okay, we see y'all coming in from Facebook.
Right. Yeah, my Facebook kind of dead. Like I said, it was deactivated for a long time. So, we got some people, F Trump. Hey, like I said, it's other people that's hating on your excitement right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we dumb because we excited. I'm excited, like I said, for a whole bunch of reasons. The main reason, and like I said, it's the optics. It's what my kids is like. My daughter, she watches CNN. She's sitting there, and as boring as it may seem, she watches. She sees the faces up there. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, for the, to the eye, policy wise, I don't know. I do know that they're going to have an agenda for this pandemic. Finally, gone, Blue said. Yeah, that's how a lot of people feel, man. And when I'm saying, look, when I'm talking about my Facebook, in the comments I see, when I'm saying like I'm surprised in a lot of ways by a lot of the comments because they coming from black people, and a lot of they made this like presidential race is a lot of things a racial thing. I'm not mad at none of my black friends that voted. They entitled, man. We individuals, man. God made us different. He made us all different. I don't expect anybody to think like me, believe like me, because then you falling into what the same people that you don't like, you turning into that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love Obama. It might not even be about his policy. He was just a cool motherfucker. Like, man, that's a cool ass nigga. Like that nigga, like the way it may not have been his policies. Because I don't think none of their policies is for people that look like me. I ain't seen it yet. I'm 48 years old. I ain't seen it yet. I was fucking optimistic when fucking Bill Clinton. They made us believe Clinton was for black. Bill Clinton, not Hillary. They made us believe Bill Clinton was for black people. I got homies sitting on in prison right now because of Bill Clinton. 3 strikes.
Yeah.
My god brother's dad sat in prison for 17 years until the same prosecutor that locked him up for what was supposed to be the rest of his life got him out after 17 years for a nonviolent crime because of 3 strikes. I didn't know that shit when I was 19, 18, or however it was. He was the first motherfucker I ever voted for. He was the first. I had optimism. It didn't pan out, did it? We had a choice between Hillary Clinton, right, and Donald J. Trump. Think about that for me. And then go research Hillary Clinton. I hear people saying it about Kamala. Oh, man, you know how many brothers and sisters Kamala done locked up? It's politics.
And so has Joe Biden. Let's not forget that.
Joe Biden. I watched the thing. It's out right now on Netflix. Go watch Crack. And I was surprised. I was watching. I said, damn, that's Joe Biden. He was talking about crack babies. And the misinformation about crack, how they literally took hundreds of babies away from women is a setup. Instead of getting them help, instead of treating them like addicts, they treated them like criminals and took hundreds of kids away from mamas when they flooded us with the crack in the first place for their own interests, to support a war that our own Congress didn't want to fight. They did some old sneaky, underhanded shit, and guess what? It cost us millions of black lives. And why I say millions? Because you got the hundreds of thousands that died. You got the hundreds of thousands that ended up incarcerated. And then you got the hundreds of thousands of children, me being one of them, that lost out on a parent because of crack. It's the truth. I lost out on having a father because of the same thing. But I didn't know. I didn't know no better. Ronald Reagan was an action hero. I liked Westerns. I done watched the motherfuckers pop some Indians and shit and some outlaws. I done watched it. You know what I'm saying? But this is how you fucked up in the head. So I'm optimistic for a lot of reasons. I just got tired of, like I said, it was entertaining until it wasn't.
Yeah, I think for a lot of people it was the COVID. Like that he already had his flaws prior to, but I think that's what really just took people over. You know, too many people have lost their lives. You know, people have lost their lives taking care of other people. You know, it's like, when is it gonna stop?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that this is change, but it's not the answer. It's not the final resolution. Now, with his presidency, I'm sure he'll have some flaws, and a year from now, 2 years from now, we'll be saying, "Oh, well, he could have done this, or he should have done that." It'll be the same conversation.
It'll be the same conversation.
It'll be the same conversation. He would have done something to displease somebody, and we will be the same place we are now. I
just think, again, it's 100% optics to the rest of the world. I mean, to the rest of the world, like, we really look like, how fucking we tell, you know how we like to step in and tell countries how they not doing right? How the fuck can you, that's like, you know what I'm saying? That's like you telling your kid they not doing right when you doing all wrong yourself. You're not setting a good example. I gotta go look up this research, but in 2006, when I made my album Politics, I had said it, man, like, we the only democracy that kills its own people. That may have changed since 2006. I gotta do my research. But Canada, the UK, and all these other democracies, they don't have executions. The places that have executions is the same places that we talk about all the time. China, Middle East place, you know, where all these human rights violations occur because people kill criminals or accused criminals, but we do that right here. We do that right here.
And sometimes even to our own people. They look
That's
like
my
us.
fight. That's my fight. If I had any fight, because I come from Pasadena, Altadena, California. It ain't as well known as Compton and Watts but you ever watch that movie The Butterfly Effect? How if y'all never seen it, it's like because of how things change and a person's like which path you take, certain number of people like were disappearing from his yearbook. That's how my junior high yearbook and freshman yearbook looks. It's just like faces disappeared right off of from the Dennis Springfields to the Rockin' Regis to my best friend Christopher Chase Celestin to the literally dozens, if not 100 friends and people I knew. You know, I got homies sitting on death row. You know, free Carl Holmes, man. My man Carl Holmes, boom, been sitting on death row since like 94, 95. That's, come on, man. And they don't get it right all the time. They don't get it right all the time. Then they execute and imprison. You know, that's one thing that Kamala said. That's one of her strong points. That's how I'm gonna tie this in together. Okay. One of her strong points that she was talking about during the primaries and all that kind of stuff, leading up to the election was she was justice reform, criminal law and all that reform of the justice system. I want to see how that play out. You know, I want to see how that play out. I really want to know how much Kodak Black gave to Donald Trump to get that pardon. Yeah, you know, we seen what Lil Wayne did. Lil Wayne did a little public appearance and shit. We already seen what he did.
Wayne, Kanye, like
yeah. Little you know, but yeah, Kodak Black. I was like, what? I guess he coming home. That's gonna be in his next rap song. Hold on, let me see. Melanin Counselor One Love says reform is possible, just not easy, but so doable. Yeah. I mean, you got to start first of all, and I think in increments they kind of started doing this, and with Obama when he was in office, and to some degree Donald Trump. A lot of people don't want to acknowledge that, but you know, he was, I think, pretty much for non-violent offenders being released, like, you know, not serving such lengthy because he did pardon, well, I don't know if it was a few years ago, but he pardoned that one black lady that was doing a lot of time for a cocaine conviction, and she got an unjust amount of time. I think she did like 17 years or something like that, and he commuted her sentence. So I mean, you got to keep it real, you know, when you see certain things, you just got to be honest about it. So I don't know what his reasoning for, you know, it was financial, because I saw on CNN where the dude that handles that for him, a lawyer, is the one that was receiving all the money from the people. They got a bunch of money from a bunch of people he didn't even pardon. Did you see the dude, Joe Exotic? He didn't get no pardon. He mad as hell. Y'all know what I'm talking about? The dude that trained the tigers and lions and shit that went to prison. He mad as hell. He just knew he was getting a pardon. Let me put this up real quick, man. I gotta promote my guy. It's going down today. Chris Zoom Walk Global Show on Live Me. You dig? It's going down. So yeah, I do gotta make it longer. Download Live Me. Join us, man, in the fun. Queen Melanin, she on there. Let me see. But yeah, in the future, man, if I know you and you guys want to get up here and join in on the conversation, hit me up, whether it's on Facebook, follow me on Instagram at the King Dopest, or just comment in the comments of these videos. Like I said, we getting so close to our goals on here. I'm really excited. That's why I'm trying to bring a new mix. Got some smart sisters to jump up here, because I want, their voice to be heard. I know some really intelligent people, man, and I ain't got all the answers, nor am I right all the time. So,
but that's what makes us all so different. Like, we're all here to give something to help each other. You don't have to have all the answers, because I definitely don't, and I don't claim to.
Right.
But whatever I can help or I can contribute,
yeah, because I want to learn some stuff. I want to gain some enlightenment while doing this show too. Like, man, I ran into a smart brother, man. That man, he kicked me some knowledge. I had to go read a book. Matter of fact, I did a show, and I'm gonna redo this show for anybody that missed it. It was, and I still think it was one of the better shows that we had. It was about love and the different levels of love. And while having that show, somebody suggested some literature for me to pick up. And so that's when I found out about this, the 5 love languages. Found out about this book. So I am looking to be enlightened on a whole bunch of levels, okay? Y'all can school me now.
Well, let me know when you finish the book.
Oscar, what's up, bro? What's up, Oscar? Subscribe to the YouTube, brethren. I see you, loved one. It's my guys, man. Yeah, but I feel everybody's optimism, just because I don't know, just feel like it was a big release. Like, fuck, it's over. Fortunately, we haven't seen any violence. Thank God that they've been reporting was going to take place today, and I'm thankful for that. Not to say we in the clear yet. 5 love. Let me put this up. 5 love languages for teens is good. Also, we need to teach our children the same information about healthy communication. Facts.
Absolutely.
Because what we gonna learn too when we do this show is what I learned. The different types of love, agape, and that's just one form of love. Like the love we have for each other in the One Love Nation is a familial love. It's a different kind of love, you know what I'm saying, than a romantic type of love. You know what I mean? Love of a thing or, But anyway, we're going to get into that. It's deep. It's deep.
Yeah, we're going to say that for another day, because that's
deep. No, I'm going to have a few people.
I agree.
I'm going to have a few people up there for that. So for that panel, that's going to be a good one. But again, I share everybody's optimism. I do understand the people on the other side that feel like people being so optimistic is foolish. Man, I get that, because like I said, I've been optimistic for years. Never can I say that I've seen any significant changes. You know what I'm saying? If you see some of the like Rodney King popping up behind me, and I was there for that. I was there. You talk about like angry. I spoke about this before. All those Trump supporters that was angry, y'all kind of got a small dose of how we've been feeling for centuries.
For years.
Y'all got a grain. You know what I'm saying? A salt worth of what the anger that y'all wanted to tear some shit up though. It ain't funny.
You saw the
It
officer.
ain't funny, man. It
The
ain't
officer,
funny.
what was his name? Eugene? Is it Eugene? He was one of the officers that stopped the protesters from coming in, from storming the Capitol, and he got a major come up. He is like Kamala Harris is now escort.
Yeah.
Detail everywhere.
I
She
love
was
the
like, oh no, I gotta have this brother. He stopped everything, shut it down. I gotta have him on my team.
man, shout out to the dude that had the little taco push cart outside of the riots. And the niggas that was down the street selling the Make America Great Again t-shirts. Shout out to y'all. Okay, in this capitalistic society, get your money, okay? I kept saying that. If you go watch, because I was showing the insurrection live, right? I was showing that shit live. And I kept saying, man, I know it's a nigga up the street with some t-shirts. Then I start seeing the pictures. I started seeing the pictures of the dude with the taco cart. He just pushing this shit around. I said, man, God bless him. Bless his heart. He out there getting it.
It's the taco for me. He getting his money by any means necessary. He don't care.
And like them motherfuckers probably really took time out from all that crybaby shit they was doing outside the Capitol to get some tacos and shit. But I feel everybody's, excitement, some people's disappointment. I do. I get it. It's funny when you say how you feel and then to watch people's reaction. Because like to me, the day that the election was over, it was over. When they announced the projections and they counted the votes and they were tallied and he won, it was over. I'm not arguing with a Trump supporter. For what? For what? You think I'm still arguing about who the Lakers beat in the finals as? No, that shit's over. I got the hat to prove it. That's over. Okay? That's over. You feel me? I'm not finna argue with people that don't like the Dodgers. Because guess what? That's over. I'm not arguing with you. You lost. What's there to argue about? It's history now. Now we got to work on, like I said, the things that's most important. Because our, most communities that people live in, where people around them look like them, they struggling, man. They struggling. I trip out off of, people say, man, Los Angeles, man, you live in LA or you live in California. I felt the same way about Chicago when I moved to Chicago. When I actually went to the city and saw it.
They go hard out there.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When I actually, a lot of these big cities, they don't look good when you get to the city. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Yeah,
but shout out to everybody in the comments, though. Thank y'all for joining and tuning in with us today. We definitely appreciate it.
And don't be scared to state your opinion. We might not agree, but it opens up dialogue to, man. Maybe you might school me on something I don't know. Like I said, that's the important thing about this show. It's not so much King Dope has got this, because like I said, I wouldn't bring nobody else on here if it was just about my opinion, my view on things. Ultimately, all of this leads to one thing for me anyway, is that the only way we're going to solve any of this shit is love. I don't know no other way. Ain't no bills you could pass. There's no fucking president needed. There's no president needed. So
Now
I
I
end
gotta do it
everything
right.
with that. That shut everything down. You get to talking about that, that's how you know how powerful love is. You get to talking about love, it shut everything down. How can you not want to do better if you love somebody? How can you not want to do better for them if you love somebody? How could you not want to help them when they down if you got love in your heart? I tell people, man, I'm so blessed to been raised by a mom that didn't see color. Blessed. It's a lot of brothers out there and sisters, they angry just like white folks are about some people they don't even know about. I'm going to keep it 100. Some of my closest friends and people that I really admire grew up in a different circumstance than I did. They lived in houses with backyards. I lived in a 1-bedroom apartment with my mom. You feel me? I wasn't even ever. Guess where everybody came to hang out though? At my house. All the ditch
You were the
parties
wild
was
one,
at
King.
my
You were the
house.
wild one. That's why.
All the ditch parties was at my house. It's funny, the girl that used to that I got my first bag of weed from was just in the comments in this same broadcast. Shout out to her, okay? Same, my mom didn't see. Let me put this up and get some of y'all comments. Didn't see color, and some of my best friends were and still are. Hey, man, we've been rocking together. Crazy Fingers. Man, you've been a part of this One Love movement for 5 years now. You and your wife. And it ain't, and you know, and that's why you still rock with me so hard. It ain't never been about how much money you can contribute. Like, you loyal. Loyalty is worth more than any gift that anybody could give me. Your loyalty, your love, and you know, everybody I think wants to do the right thing. A lot of people scared. They scared. Like I said, One Love, we pride ourselves on being different. We different. We not part of the cool kids. And you know, when you was in high school and I had the I used to hang out with I played basketball. So, you know, basketball players had their own little area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, we had our own little areas
Yeah.
right by the
Our own little hangout
steps,
spot.
right in the middle of the quad. You know, the football players was a little somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't like that. So, you know, lunchtime came. I go where the basketball players was for a couple minutes, and I just start walking around, walking into everybody's little circle of friends, and you know, what up? What y'all doing over here? You know what I'm saying? Like, I never liked that. Be different. Trust me, it's a whole demographic of people out there that want to be different. They scared because they don't see nobody else being different. Because that's what the comments I've been reading on Facebook. Everybody is being treated like a flock of sheep. We just, yeah, don't be scared to be different. Don't be scared if this Biden shit don't work out, that you voted for Biden and then you like, nah, ain't no guarantee. The universe, let me put this up. See, Oscar being here in the comments on Facebook, man. It's my
Shout out
guy,
to
man.
Oscar.
It's my guy right here. You know, I can trace some of my love for hip hop and shit back to this dude right here, man. Way back. Keep it 100. Colors should only be seen to be appreciated. Right. You know what I tell y'all about these apps? And then I'm see what Melanin got to say on this. I know what people sound like, how they act, what they wear, what they listening to, where I'm from, where I grew up. I already know what that sound like. Now I'm so anxious to hear, that's why when we do the live streams on Live Me and we do the beams the other day, Dopest Stuff got in a beam. Or when Kiss is getting a beam and you hear that real Southern accent. You know what I'm saying? Or when certain people talking about what dishes, when we say, what y'all eat for dinner tonight? Damn, what's that? Oh, that sound good. You know what I mean? Like different cultures. Satu cinta tu kita, satu dunia. I learned some Bahasa because a lot of my fan base is from Indonesia. I love Indonesian people. I love their culture, their hearts, everything. They mannerisms, they respectfulness. You know what I mean? Shishi, ni hao. Okay, that's for my Mandarin people when they come in. You know what I'm saying? Konnichiwa, arigato, my Japanese. Now I had to learn how to greet everybody. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn how to greet everybody because I'm so like, okay, what do they see in me? Is it how I talk? Are you from Cali, Dopest? I could tell by how you talk. You from Cali. I'm like, what? Y'all sound different, not me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think. Like, y'all sound different, not me. I don't know what y'all hear. But that's why I love about this. And that's what we should love about the world. Not just the United States of America, but like the world. Is like, man, love. Your son is in Japan, right? See? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. You feel me? I bet you when he come back, he gonna have such a love and appreciation for their culture. He might come back wearing them little wooden flip-flops. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? He gonna come back, he gonna have a love for the food, the culture, the women, all of that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. People might feel like when you love something else, it takes away from your love of you. And what I mean by you is your ancestry, your heritage, your culture. Like I said, I'm fortunate. Like I come from somewhere that has a rich history and culture, being born in Ethiopia and, Eritrea and, my family's diversity, also being American. You know what I'm saying? But I've embraced my Ethiopian side. I embrace that. The food, the culture, the women, all of that. My Uncle Isaac is one of my biggest heroes from when I was a child. His work ethic, the work ethic of Ethiopian people. And, my mom, my hero, her work ethic. She never took a handout, ever. She never took a handout. Man, she got it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? She got it out the mud. But just because I come from, I love it, man. I love it. I love it, y'all, on everything.
Yeah, it's about what's in the heart.
Tell them again. Talk to him, Queen Melanie.
It's about what's in the heart. And for me, I don't care what you look like, what you talk like, because I'm pretty sure y'all can all hear my accent every now and again. I'm from the South, but that doesn't mean I can't coexist or love or be kind to another person. And see, for me, I grew up with those opportunities. So although I grew up in the hood, in a Black household, I went to white schools. From elementary to middle school. It was not until I got to high school I said, I want to go to an all Black high school. And it was a different experience for me. But all my previous childhood, I had experienced white kids, Asian kids. We traveled. We were in the band. We went different places. A lot of exposure. So for me, I got to hang with the best of both worlds. I got my friends at school, and then I would come home and kick it with the kids in the neighborhood. We go run the streets and do what we want to do. So I had the exposure, and I'm grateful for it. And for that, I learned about so many different people, cultures, and at the end of the day, we're all the same. And it's about what's in your heart and how you love the next person. That's what you can control.
Talk to them. Facts on facts. And you can this is evidence of that. Tonight, you can catch my guy, Chris Zumwalt, live on Live Me Global Show.
Y'all don't want to miss it. Trust me on that. You don't want to miss it. Tune in.
Man.
You never know what you're gonna get from Chris. So if you don't see him, you're gonna miss out.
Yeah, we're gonna be in there. I'm gonna be streaming it live here on YouTube as well. Yeah, and that goes to show. Look at this. Chris don't look like me. He don't look like me. He don't look like Melanin. I appreciate his story. I appreciate hearing, when we have these conversations, because he sat on this panel too. Man, you guys don't know how much I appreciate hearing his voice.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? It's the truth. I appreciate hearing his voice because it's different. I want to know, just like Nicole that came in here that one day and wanted to. Huh?
She hasn't been back.
She never came back.
She never came back.
She never came back. But Nicole, she started just spouting off, her opinions. She was being rather rude, but we didn't kick her out. I was like, I wanted to hear what they had to say. She seemed like she supported the insurrection and all of it. I wanted to hear what she had to say. I'm not privy to be around a lot of people that feel that way. This gives us the opportunity to delve into people's minds. You know what I'm saying? Chris also made a YouTube recently, y'all. Put some content up there. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my guy YouTube. But his success, Chris's success is my success. That's how I look at it. One love is one love. Period. Exclamation point. Yeah. So those of y'all that are upset today about having to watch everybody else's optimism, come on. Don't be so fucking miserable. I'm gonna just keep it real. You may have a right to be disappointed, but come on. You got people that are happy. Let them be happy. You had people on the other side that was happy for 4 years that we had to sit around and listen to this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They was, oh yeah, I don't care if you don't like him. You gotta listen to it. So take that L. Take that L. I'm sure y'all will rebound some other kind of way, but for now y'all gonna have to take that L. But I appreciate it. Anything you want to say? The floor is yours. Anybody have any comments, questions, anything to say in the chat? Let us know. If you guys have this last thing I'm gonna say, you guys have any ideas on future shows and you want to participate, all we ask is you don't get on camera with no bonnet, no eye boogers, fellas. Wipe this little part on the side of your mouth. Oh my gosh. What? Hey Tracy. Wow, I miss you. Great discussion. Yeah,
it definitely was. I mean, I think you said it best. I mean, at the end of the day, love is lit.
Love is lit all the time.
Love is lit
some of
all
the
the
time.
time.
Tell me what else make you feel like love.
Love
Nothing
is
else make you feel like love. That's the end of it. Nothing else make you feel like love. See, I was about to end the broadcast, but you got to talk about love. I'm pumped up again. Fuck you mean.
That's how you say recap. That's all I gotta say. Love is lit. Everybody do your part. Love is lit.
Mm-hmm. Nah, you know I want to hear. Only reason I say y'all get up here looking how you want to. Just know what's going on my YouTube. Just know what's going on my YouTube. It'll be etched in history. And you know I'm gonna have jokes. Tracy.
I'm not gonna let y'all get up here like that. That's just that's just the wine over there. I can't let y'all go down like that.
But y'all can find us on Live Me. Sometimes we do have a panel on Live Me where we get up there. A lot of times Chris is DJing or I'm playing music. But we can also use the platform to have conversations. It's just not as free to even though, like I said, we're not free to say whatever we want on here either. We got a little bit more freedom. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm opening this thing up, this panel up to like-minded individuals that got love on the mind, in the heart, you know what I'm saying? To get up here and join in on the conversation. We're gonna use you, be a tool to help educate, man. Because we all got, and even if it's not to educate, just express yourself. Sometimes we got
just healthy dialogue. Like it's nothing wrong with having healthy communication.
Facts. But we finna go on Live Me and turn up. Okay. Celebrate the rest of this big day. Y'all know what I say before I go. If nobody told you, you have value, meaning, you're worth something, you're important to somebody, and most of all that they love you. I love you. The One Love family loves you. You gotta throw the pinky up for the one. Okay. And free love is the best love. Make sure y'all share, subscribe, hit the like button. And I'll be back on tomorrow. All right, one love. Thank you, Melanie.
You're welcome.
Shout out to my co-host, Melanie. I appreciate you, Queen.
You're welcome.